Hi everybody, it's Leanne from Knitting Today, and I just wanted to update on the Fisher Lassie. I have completed the back, the part that's stuck in that stitch I did on the machine. I was able to match gauge using a tension 4. This is the left front, the non-buttonhole band. And what I needed to show you was the button band, excuse me, the button bands on the wrong side, on the right side rows. So when the carriage is on the left, we're knitting a right side row, and I gotta think about this. If I put it on the knitting needles, the knitting needle, the yarn is here, and I'm ready to do a right side row. Yes. So when the carriage is on the left, I'm doing a right side row. The button band says slip 1. It is slip 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. You can see so this is a slip 1 here on the edge. And see if I can get it. There we go. That's a slip 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. So I'm going to do about 20 rows before I convert those knit stitches, those purl stitches, to knit stitches. But here's how you do the slip 1 at the beginning of the row. It's real easy with the lk150 carriage. The leading edge gets set to the Roman numeral 1, and the back edge gets set to the Roman numeral 2. Pull the needle that you're going to slip out of work, put the yarn on the other side of it, knit the row. It's slipping past this needle. If you weren't slipping it, you're going to drop that stitch off because there's no yarn to lay in the latch. So we're slipping 1, working across the row. I have to knit 18 rows and then I do an increase. Then on the way back, we're just doing a regular knit because on the way back it ends with purl 2. So it ends with 2 purls, which there we have the 2 purls. Now we're going to slip 1. My rabbit ears aren't working properly, so I have to watch at the beginning of the row. And the reason my rabbit ears aren't working properly is because I don't have the yarn in behind that. It has to go behind the peg, in between the peg and the, so then we readjust the yarn so that when it's at rest, it is slightly, it's not quite horizontal, it's slightly pulled. Okay, back to the slip 1, knit across, and knit back, and that's row 17. Now I need to do an increase, and my increase that I'm doing is not the same increase that I'm doing in hand knitting. What I'm going to do here is transfer 2 needles out and then pick up the, so the increase in hand knitting was a make 1 left and make 1 right. I'm not going to mess with make 1 left and make 1 right. What I did was pick up the heel or the purl bump of the row below the stitch. See if I can get that to focus for you, and put it on the adjacent needle. But I did it 2 stitches in from the edge because when I seamed this, I had already had like 20 rows knit, not in the round, but joined. So what I did was rehang the back stitches and then add a stitch for a seam, rehang the front stitches, add a stitch for the seam. And so then those seams, when I do the seams, will be, that seam will be hidden because I do the mattress stitch. So there is my 20 rows. Now I need to convert these knit stitches for the ribbing. The rest of it is all stockinette stitch, which is why I put it on the machine. You know, it took me years to hand knit it, but it's been sitting in my UFO pile, and we're going to get that done so I can wear it this season. So thank you for tuning in, and appreciate you watching how to do the slip stitch on the LK150. Goodbye.